If your home is sitting on the market for longer than expected, you're just starting to think about selling in the GTA market right now. The truth is, buyer behavior is shifting fast in 2025. And if you don't know where they're going or why, it's easy to feel like your home is being ignored on today's market. So today, we're going to talk about the top 3 cities that GTA buyers are moving to and what that means for you as a seller. There's disconnect in the market. Sellers are asking, why isn't my home getting the same attention it would have got 2 years ago now? I heard the market was crazy, but what's happened? Buyers are asking why I'm seeing so much inventory and I'm feeling pretty stuck. The real answer here is the demand is moving. The buyers today, they're looking for really good value. They're willing to drive 20, 30, 40 minutes. Instead of working and living close together, they're willing to take that risk. They're focusing on lifestyle and long-term stability more than where the house is located. And often they're not even looking in the same city that they grew up in anymore. Not only can they probably not afford to, but they no longer have that emotional attachment that they once did. Now, if you're selling a home in Brampton, Mississauga, or Toronto, understanding where these buyers are actually headed can help you position, price, and time your sale a little bit more strategically and get it sold faster. Milton is attracting a significant amount of attention in 2025. Buyers are drawn to the newer builds in Milton, some of the good schools that they have, quiet, family-friendly neighborhoods, and a reasonable commute to Mississauga and Toronto. It's not going to put you an hour out of the city. For the sellers here, if you're in the Peel, the Halton, your buyer pool is shrinking. It may not be a personal decision against you guys, but buyers tend to be going to Milton at least right now, and they're getting more for less. So right now, homes under $1.2 million, they're moving fast. Family-friendly layouts, finished basements, clean presentation, of course, all of that is a package to win and sell your house faster. Staging, it definitely matters. Not necessarily a full stager comes in and takes out your furniture, but making your home look like it is more presentable, getting it spruced up, and giving it as much of a magazine feel as you can is going to actually benefit you when it comes to selling your home. This is where many move-up buyers are heading right now, especially those selling those townhomes in Mississauga or Etobicoke. They're using that equity and that price point where they've sold and leveraging it to buy something like a detached house in the Milton area. Cambridge, it's also catching some serious attention right now because it offers detached homes starting in that $700,000 price range. It's quieter. And if you work hybrid, you might be willing to go a little bit further out from the city because you don't need to spend as much time in there. And more square footage than most GTA buyers are used to seeing is why they're actually going to some of these outskirt areas. Now, here's what you need to know as a seller. If you're in Brampton, you're actually directly competing with places like Cambridge and Milton right now because people aren't so worried about that drive. I personally had buyers walk out on Brampton properties that they're looking at and they said, can we actually just get something newer a little bit further out in one of these 2 areas? That's how closely they're actually being compared, at least from the clients we're dealing with. So if you're listing a Brampton detached home and it's not necessarily showing well, it's not priced right or recently updated, maybe some of these other cities are stealing some of that attention because location is not as important for some. Oshawa, Clarington on the East End, they're actually becoming contenders as well. You might ask yourself, why would anybody go that direction instead? The GO train, it's still connected out there. It's affordable. Detached homes are most of the time under $900,000. You have growing infrastructure out that way, and a lot of younger families are buying out there because there's also a lot more access to nature once you head out that direction. Sellers in Scarborough, Pickering, Markham, these cities are your buyer competitions on the East End. The buyers want clean, functional homes. They want the outdoor space, of course, and mortgage numbers that don't keep them up at night just worried about paying those bills. So if you're listing in Durham, wondering why your showing traffic is low, this is what's going on instead. And if you're selling further west, Clarington might actually be your competition, even if it's only 45 minutes away from the city. Here's the truth at this point. You can still sell for a strong price in today's market. It doesn't matter where your house is located. You need to have your home priced right. Of course, you need to make sure that we're not using our ego when it comes to getting the home priced correctly, making sure that we price it based on what's selling, not what's listed in the market today. You have to market to the buyers that you actually think are buying your home. If you are marketing to everybody, you're essentially marketing to nobody. So we need to focus on who that buyer potentially might be for your home and position it in such a way that we're talking to them through our marketing pieces. And a plan that moves with the market, not against it. So buyers, they're active. Homes, they are selling. But when you have an active marketing plan, you need to be able to adjust on the fly. If a house near you sells for lower than what you're listed at, you need to keep that in mind, maybe make some adjustments as time does move on. It's not a reason to panic and change your price immediately, but you actually do have to really consider how much longer can you hold on for a price that you wanted if there is another home very similar to yours that just sold for a lower price a couple days back. So if you're planning to sell in the next 3-6 months, this is your moment. Get smart. Think about the competition, what's actually out there, what you need to do to your home to prep it. You can always text me directly. Happy to give you some suggestions how to actually properly present your property, make sure that it is going to be seen by the masses, but not only that, seen by the people who actually have a chance at buying your home, not just everybody. If you want to book a call, you can always do that. I have that link in the description box down below. And I've got free sellers information in the first pinned comment. I've got a seller toolkit for you. It's free. Click on that link and grab all the free resources there. When you want to sell your home, you might as well position it the absolute best you possibly can. So make sure you take the right steps in doing so. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to know why everybody is leaving Brampton, this is how the whole trend here started on my channel. Feel free, watch this video here, or you can check out Brampton versus Cambridge. This is a video that's also been well received because a lot of people are deciding what area is actually making more sense for them to make their next move. I'm Mike Carpino. Thanks so much for watching this one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.